at 60 elections.
Jennifer Garner campaigns for Harris, reproductive rights at Phoenix events. Celebrity Jennifer Garner campaigned for Vice President Kamala Harris on Saturday at events in Phoenix and Tempe, rallying support for Arizonans for Harris ahead of the upcoming November presidential election. One of the events was held at a private residence in Midtown Phoenix, the other at a tea cafe in South Tempe. Both drew wall-to-wall attendees, encouraged by Garner and other featured speakers to vote and advocate for Harris this election season.
So thrilled. They're more vulnerable to natural disasters, but...
So I come to you,
Here's who spoke at each of the events and what they had to say. First, a stop at a Phoenix home. Garner's first stop of the day was a campaign event at a private residence in Midtown Phoenix, where she was joined by a notable group. Former Trump-era White House official Stephanie Grisham, former U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations Susan Rice, and Mesa Council member Julie Spilsbury.
Elections in the U.S.
middle of nowhere, making sure that broadband...
and philanthropist Jennifer Garner.
But Tina Nava hosted the event at her home, aiming to showcase bipartisan support for Harris. The entrance was lined with "Republicans for Harris" signs, setting the tone for the day. This shows the collaboration of people who have nothing in common, and everything in common, Nava told the crowd, acknowledging her nerves as she introduced the celebrity and former officials. Council member Spilsbury served as the moderator, posing questions to Garner, Grisham, and Rice.
Clearly,
in Baytown, Texas, my mom grew up with nothing.
Harris is wanting to pay childcare workers
to receive public.
Before starting, she expressed her own bipartisan support for Harris, stating, "I am a lifelong Republican and a proud supporter of the Vice President." Garner speaks on unity, voter activism, and bipartisanship. Garner used her celebrity status as a tool for activism rooted in helping children, especially small-town and rural America, which led her to understand the fundamental importance of coming together for a greater good.
Give small businesses,
get our neighbors excited. We have to show our enthusiasm.
The day you have an abortion is not a good day. It's not
excitement. Can you imagine?
The only way to work if you want to help kids in rural America is to be completely open to bipartisanship, said Garner, who reflected on the importance of that same behavior in Arizona during the 2024 election. Garner's parents met in Tucson, and her mother's decision to vote for a Democratic candidate, despite coming from a Republican household, shaped Garner's own willingness to stand up for her beliefs. "I remember when I was young, my mom didn't want to tell my dad when she voted for Carter.
They're more likely.
That can be childcare. And let me tell you something.
People gave my parents a leg up. They encouraged them to
and made my sisters and my lives.
I remember as she got older and had 3 daughters who were all Democrats, she was empowered to say, 'Phil, I just love you, but I just don't vote like you,'" said Garner. "You vote for you," Garner told the Phoenix audience. "That's what we can say. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to this news office channel. We thank you all for your support. Wait for other artist news. Stay loyal to this. Thank you."
And do you know what women would do?
Where if my mom wasn't home when I got home from school,